So this is Prunus serotina, black cherry, and it is in the Rosaceae. And this is another one right beside it. So one of the things you can notice right away about black cherry in this area, in the Piedmont, is that it typically doesn't have a very good form. It typically gets diseased, often when it's young, and it gets a fungus that we call black knot fungus, which I'll try to find some to show. But on the youngest bark and the young twigs, it has this very strong horizontal lenticel pattern. If you can see that on the twig or on this small stem. So that's super distinctive. It's almost shiny looking to me. And then if we look at an older piece of stem, you can see that the bark is starting to crack and peel. And we'll look at a bigger one over there. We call it burnt cornflake bark. So you can imagine what burnt cornflakes would look like. If we look at the leaf, it's it's oblong. It's got a pointy tip. It's got very fine serrations. There are usually, if you have your hand lands, you can usually find a couple of glands at the very base. I don't know if you can see them with this.
Yeah, I think you can actually. Yeah, you can.
Awesome.
That iPhone camera.
So yeah, you can look for the glands at the base. You can also scratch the twig. So not so much the leaf, but if you scratch the twig and smell it, it's going to have a very strong bitter almond odor. And I don't think there's anything else except for maybe Carolina laurel cherry that has that same smell. So if we go over here and look at a little bit bigger one, if we look down at the base of this one, you can see it's starting to develop some of that burnt cornflake bark, where you get these small plates that tend to curl up on the edges.
Yeah.
Now, black cherry north of here, or up in the mountains, doesn't get sick like these do. And so they tend to be very straight, not have a lot of low branches, and they're very valuable for making veneers for furniture. But the ones that we have around here tend to get sick when they're young, and so they don't really grow straight.